Imagine being separated from friends and family for almost 3 decades. Imagine being unable to leave your city without a high risk of death. When suddenly, after 28 years of separation, you can see and celebrate with your loved ones once more. Imagine how that would feel. This was a reality for the people of Berlin on the day the wall came crashing down. Following World War II, Germany was a divided nation. Even the country's capital city was divided, with the US, France, and the UK occupying the West and the Soviets occupying the East. The Berlin Wall was built in 1961 by the Soviet Union. Its purpose was to stop the mass defections from East to West Berlin. The wall was guarded by Soviet soldiers, and any East Berliner attempting to flee was shot. The building of the wall separated the city of Berlin. It separated loved ones and kept the citizens of East Berlin from jobs and opportunities in the West. The wall stood for almost 30 years. Even former U.S. President Ronald Reagan spoke publicly about the wall.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
On November 9, 1989, the spokesman for East Berlin's Communist Party made an announcement that shocked the divided city. In order to change relations in the city, he announced that citizens of East Berlin could cross the border freely beginning at midnight.
Und deshalb haben wir uns dazu entschlossen, heute eine Regelung zu treffen, die es jedem Bürger der DDR möglich macht, über Grenzübergangspunkte der DDR auszureisen.
Wann tritt das in Kraft?
Das tritt nach meiner Kenntnis ist das sofort, unverzüglich.
That night, celebration took place throughout the entire city. People chanted, cheered, climbed over the wall, flooded the wall's checkpoints, and some even began to chip at the wall. Those who chipped at it were known as wall woodpeckers. This night was the end of the Berlin Wall. Cranes and bulldozers pulled down section after section of the mighty wall, and the city was reunited for the first time since 1961 on that night. The news spread quickly, and the effects of this day were seen almost immediately afterwards. The city of Berlin was one again that night. However, this one city isn't the only place that was reunited as a result. The reunification of East and West Germany was made official only a year after the fall of the wall on October 3, 1990. For the first time since World War II, Germany was united. The fall of the greatest symbol of the Cold War also ended the bitter rivalry between the US and the Soviet Union. The Cold War had already begun thawing in Europe. Communism was losing the power that it once held, and Poland had recently held a successful free election. The fall of the Berlin Wall escalated the demise of communist rule in Europe, ultimately ending the Cold War. This one day in 1989 ended a rivalry that had been in full force for decades. Caused by the want to restore relations in the divided city of Berlin, and resulting in the reunification of Germany and the end of the Cold War, this one day in 1989 changed the lives of many. Even today, one can still see the lasting effects of the day the wall came crashing down.